Okay, guys, we are going to talk about how to create vision boards or mood boards that actually work. So, we're going to do this together on Sunday, the 19th, but I thought that I would just put together a little video to help you prepare to save time so that we can be a little bit more present with each other on Sunday. So, what you want to do before Sunday, if you can, which let me go ahead and just share my screen with you so you can see what I see. Okay, so Canva, you can have a free Canva account. I pay for Pro, so you might see some features in here that that you won't get with the free account, but sign up for a free Canva account. It's a really easy place to create these pretty graphics. What I do with these is I make them the background on my phone. I'll make them the background of my computer screen so that I'm always reminding myself like what I'm working towards, but more importantly, and this is maybe why the term mood board applies, how I want to feel. So, what you're looking at right now are my January and February mood boards. So, it's actually been since February since I made a mood board. I'm going to create one. I might just do like one for the summer. It's not a bad idea to come back in and update it, but I think I'm going to do one for the summer. It'd be good for you to think about what is the time frame that you want for the mood board. And I like to have some things that are like really specific for that time frame, but also things that go a little bit further so that like I'm keeping vision even like beyond tomorrow, this month, this summer, right? So here are some things from my mood board that I thought would be fun to share with you. My January mood board here, let me see if I can just make it a little bit bigger. Here we go. This is my January mood board. And I have this like kind of curvy girl here because I really want to feel good on my body. I want to normalize bodies like mine. She's probably a little bit fitter than I am, but I am working on my fitness. I've been going to the gym, doing bar. I've been really focusing on eating foods that feel good to me and not necessarily cutting things out of my diet, but adding foods that I know are nutrient dense and are going to help heal my hormones. I just came off of hormonal birth control. So I'm trying to cleanse all of those hormones and working on that. So this is part of that, which actually that worked out really fast for me. Because I knew that I wanted to get off my IUD because I could tell I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling bloated. I was having insomnia. I was having like some emotional things happening that I'm like, I know this is my hormones. And so this was part of that journey, putting it on here. Let me tell you, when I scheduled my appointment to get my IUD out, it went seamlessly. I've had such a hard time finding doctors and providers in Portland. And I had scheduled over the summer, I scheduled an appointment with a gynecologist, but I wasn't going to be able to see them until February. And then we lost our insurance. And I thought that I was going to have to get rid of that appointment. But then I started making other appointments. Long story long, once I like decided that it was time to get it out because I was like done, I had an appointment within 2 weeks. They took it out like, and then my everything since then has just kind of felt like very timely. Is what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like you're like, Cassie, why are you talking about your IUD? Well, because it's part of this journey. And I think it's important that as we talk about how to build this, I want to tell you how this practice impacted me in this short period of time in my life. So this really, I feel like expedited me really committing to my health. I had this photo here because I wanted a haircut. So I've actually had two haircuts since then. I've been wanting to read more. This really for me is about like this top one with the train is really about travel. This over here on the left, I just love it. It was January when I made this. So I love the idea of like being in the snow and maybe going to the hot springs, which I didn't make it to the hot springs, but I did do a couple of sauna sessions in like an outdoor setting with a friend. So I feel like that one really came together. I have this little home section here. I love this cozy, like really neutral space. And actually, soon after I made this vision board, I made some big updates to the design in my living room. Things that I thought were going to be really hard, costly, things that I didn't want to put time and effort into actually came together really fast. I had these cabinets in, I had rearranged some of our space downstairs, and it totally changed that space. This one is a fun story. Okay, so down here you can see I have a picture of like a bookstore, and I can tell it's like kind of Mediterranean. It's got like fun little details. And it's a photo from the outside. So if you're just listening, so I'm planning on maybe making this into a podcast episode. So I want you to be able to follow along if you're just listening. But it's a shot from the outside of the bookstore. And it just looks so fun. I love bookstores. Like that's my birthday tradition actually, for the last few years, and I plan on continuing it every day for my birthday. I take myself to wander a bookstore and I buy myself a journal and I just like peep at the books. I love the way they smell. I love the way they feel in my hands. I love bookstores. So this is a fun story. I found this photo, just a stock photo here in Canva. And I liked it because it also has kind of this Mediterranean feel. So it's like kind of travel-esque, kind of like wandering. And I posted it here, and one of my best friends saw it because I shared this vision board on my social media. And she said, "Oh my God, Cassie, I was just at that bookstore. You're not going to believe it. It's in this tiny island off of Greece that you have to take a ferry to. It's not touristy. It's not a place that a lot of people know about unless you're like from the area." And she had bought a book at that bookstore. So she gave it to me. She brought it out when we came to visit, and I read the book. And I think that this is teaching me that, like, to slow down and to read for fun, because I will do nothing but like learn. I love learning. So I love reading self-help books. Lately, I've been love reading books about astrology, or even like understanding, like, I'm not reading like textbooks, but I love like fantasy type situations, but more like nonfiction around how do our brains work? How does it interact with the energies around us, and kind of like those dimensions that we can't really see. Those are the things that like I'll get lost in, and I'll forget to like read stories for enjoyment. I'll forget to connect with characters, and I love that too, right? But I think it's because I have anxiety. I experience a lot of codependency in my business, and so it helps me feel like I'm in control of my business when I'm like reading something that I feel like is going to help me be better at it, versus like actually reading for enjoyment. And that's something that I've been doing now before bed. And it helps me sleep better. It helps me wake up and not feel stressed, because they say that whatever you're thinking about when you fall asleep, like, it doesn't stop. The thought doesn't go away. Your brain picks it right back up when you wake up. And so I had this terrible thing happening where I would think and think and think about work and content that I could create and how I want to help my clients and all of this. And then I would wake up thinking about that. And it was just like a nonstop record playing in the background. And so, what this really brought in for me, this exchange with my friend and her bringing me this book and returning me back to like reading for enjoyment, reading for relaxation, has been really wonderful. So I also have this picture down here. It's just like this couple. It's really cute. He's like holding her, and she's like wearing just her panties, and it's like maybe his button-up t-shirt, and they're like being cute in the kitchen. There's a photo of this cat sitting on her lap next to the fire. And remember, I made this in January, so I was like, ooh, I want to feel cozy. I want to feel um just like cuddly. So I put that here. Above that, I have this photo that to me looked kind of like Greece. I think I'm kind of craving like a Mediterranean vacation with these photos, which I think is coming. But I think this manifested for me in a different way, and I'll show you on the next slide. But then I also just included, like, I love wine with friends, and just like I love hanging out. I also put this necklace here, which actually, after I put this on my vision board, I went and had a necklace designed by a jeweler. He's going to take diamonds that are from an heirloom ring and he's going to place them into a necklace for me. So that's in the works. And then I just have this like cup of coffee with a book because I love reading in coffee shops. Plus, it's just like cozy for the winter. So this was January, and then I put together my vision board for February. February is my birthday. So you'll see that a lot of things like stayed the same. I didn't change out a whole lot. I added these salsa dancers up here in the corner because I really want to get back into dancing. And I did. I went to probably like 3 classes, and a really fun thing happened. On Valentine's Day, Alex agreed to take a couples dance class with me. So he learned how to like partner dance, and we had an amazing time. We had so much fun dancing together. So like that one really came to fruition. I put some roses on here because it's Valentine's Day. I love flowers, and I ended up getting a ton of flowers. My friend from Colorado sent me this beautiful bouquet from my favorite florist out here. She didn't even know who it would come from, but she sent that to me. And then my dad also ended up sending me a bouquet for my birthday, also some from the same florist. So I had these beautiful flowers in my house. Plus, I bought myself a bouquet from the farmer's market the week before. So I really had so many flowers. I have a photo of this girl kind of with a shopping bag because I really wanted to work on building more of my clothing, more of my wardrobe. And that really did like come to fruition. I ended up upgrading some of my clothing, buying clothes, because down here in the bottom left-hand corner, I have this photo of Palm Springs because I registered to go to um, an event there. I went to a conference and got to spend a ton of time meeting amazing women, eating good food, drinking wine. Oh, and then I have this like picture of the spa here. Um, and I ended up doing like a spa day with my girlfriends who came out to visit me. I have this photo of this woman kind of like hugging her like date, kind of in like a romantic looking restaurant, which definitely came to fruition for me over my birthday. Alex took me out to this beautiful restaurant downtown that was like at the top of this really tall building overlooking the city and the river, and we had beautiful food. And then I have my birthday cake down here, bottom right hand corner, and Alex surprised me with this beautiful cake. So much of this, so much of the things that I set intentions with on my mood board actually happened. So much so that I think it freaked me out. I remember when all of this was happening in February, like my nervous system was a little bit everywhere. Like it just, that part of me that doesn't feel deserving of these good things really kicked in and was like, wow, this is going to be a lot to repay. How do I earn this? I don't feel like I've earned this. And so I actually, to be honest, I went through a little bit of a difficult time. It's like I created too much good in my life over these like 2 months. These 2 months were also the months that I like had record breaking revenue months in my business. And I think that also just like sent my sent my nervous system into fight or flight. So it was a good time. But we're back, we're ready. I'm gonna make a new vision board for this summer. What I'll do is I will save this as a template and I will connect it to, I'll send you a link, or maybe I'll include the link with this video. That's what I'll do. And you want to copy your own version of it. I'm going to say it again because it is like a working live document. So if you just click the link and you start working in whatever comes up for you, other people can get into yours and like mess with it. So you want to make sure that you're working in your own piece But let me show you what I'm gonna do to start building mine for this month. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click these little ellipses here, and I'm gonna duplicate the page because there are things in here that I like that I wanna keep. This one I'm gonna take down, the Palm Springs part, because I've already done it. I'm gonna take out the birthday cake because already done it. Let's see. I might keep some of this, but I might just like change the vibe. Some of this is still like a little wintry to me, and I maybe want to put some more summer stuff in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the spa. I'm gonna take out this one because it looks, I don't know, I'd rather have like a more summery vibe. Um, let's see. I'm still working on that necklace. I definitely want to finish manifesting that. I'm always down for more clothes. What do I have coming up? So I'm going to be going on a lot of trips actually, including Glacier Mountain or Glacier National Park at the end of this month. And so something that might be fun. Let me see. Do I want to go to design? Let me remind myself. Photos. So if you take this left hand situation, because I don't know what word it is, and you go to photos, you can have like all of these stock photos. Look at these magic recommendations that are already coming up for me. It's like Canva knows me, and it also knows that I want to go to Greece. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'm going to flip this one out for, ooh, I love that. Okay, here's why I love this one is because when you're picking photos, which, okay, if you can't see what I'm doing, I just got a photo. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like I'm coming, so say I'm in Greece, and you know how there's like those beautiful stucco homes like up the side of the mountain or like the coastal like range. Um, it looks like you're coming down like the stairs towards the coast. I know I can't really describe it. I'll post this on YouTube so you can check it out on YouTube. But what I like about this is a hot tip. This is a hot tip for when you're making your vision board. You want it to be like from your perspective. So choose photos that look like you are experiencing the thing. Okay, not photos of like, oh yeah, this is me shopping. It's like, oh no, this is like maybe the girl I see across the way who's shopping while I'm shopping too. Right? Like this is me on vacation in Greece, and this is my perspective as I'm walking down the stairwell. Okay, I'm gonna go back to these photos and I'm gonna think Glacier National Park girls trip. I must have done that before. And I'm gonna think about like, how do I want to feel in Glacier? What do I want to see? What do I want the experience to be? This is like a lot of natural, beautiful photos, but I think what I would rather see is like, we're going to be spending a lot of time. My favorite memories of this trip are going to be of me and these girls like drinking wine in the hot tub and spilling our hearts out, right? So how can I how can I get that kind of vibe? So hot tub outside is what I'm searching for. Yes, this is beautiful. Okay. So it has people in the hot tub, they're outside, they're enjoying it. Here's a picture of a couple girls. Oh, here's some girls popping bottles in the hot tub. We're going to do that one. That's the vibe I'm going for in Glacier, okay? I always have this money one. I love this. I love like her beautiful nails. I love just like the idea that I can create money for myself. Like money finds me in fun and amazing ways. And I'm going to keep that photo there. Okay, what else do I have going on this summer? We're going to be camping at Crater Lake. So I know that like these are things that I've already kind of created for myself, but I'm just going to go with it. You can do things that you've created and you can create intention around how is it that you want to experience that. Like things that are actually already coming, they're already in the works, or you can choose new things that you haven't experienced yet, right? Like I still have this train here for my European vacation. I still have this necklace here because I'm still manifesting that. I have a lot of things I want to do at my house still to get it decorated the way I want it to be decorated. So I'm going to leave this like photo of home from, I might take out these flowers because I think I want to do something more outside, more outdoorsy. But yeah, well, let's see. When I'm camping, Alex and I are going to Crater Lake. And so that's kind of like a different feel because I'm with my hubby and I want it to be kind of sweet and romantic. Wonder if I put in Crater Romantic. I could spell romantic. I don't know, nothing really changes, but there is like this really beautiful either sunrise or sunset. So something like that would be great. So you can see how it doesn't really line up. It's covering up my other photos. So what I do is I go to the ellipses and I say layer, send back, and see how it's moved this to the back. I'm gonna do it one more time. There we go. So now it kind of sits here. The other thing I think you can do is change the shape of things, but that's advanced. We'll do that on the call. Okay, so this is the beginnings of my mood board for this summer. So I'll finish this together with you guys. If you want to get started on yours, go ahead, start playing around, maybe saving some photos that you like, create your Canva account. Yep. Okay, so Sunday, invite a friend, share the link with them, get them signed up, pick a cozy place to be during our call, bring your beverage of choice, whether it's hot chocolate, lemonade, a glass of wine, whatever it is. Come with an open heart and we'll do vision boards or mood boards and we can talk some astrology. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.